All right, get ready to travel back in time with me because today we are doing a deep dive into the world of Swedish rock
Oh, yeah.
with Kal P Dal.
Awesome.
Our source material for this deep dive is a 1979 interview
Cool.
that gives us a glimpse into his early career.
You know what I think is really neat about this interview is that we're catching Kala right as he is hitting his stride.
Yeah.
And I think it's really exciting because we're not just getting a musician's story, but we're
Right.
also getting a sense of like his journey, his humor, even a little bit about his mom.
Oh, we are definitely getting to his mom.
Oh, yeah.
But first,
Right.
we have to talk about this name, Kal P Dal.
Right.
It's not every day you hear a stage name inspired by a Danish moped.
It's true. And not just any moped.
Yeah.
One that required pedaling to start.
Oh, wow.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think it really speaks to his down-to-earth personality and his sense of humor.
Totally.
You know, and then I also love the fact that he changed the spelling to Carl for the stage. You know, it's like this playful irony, don't you think?
Totally. It's like he's winking at the audience.
Totally.
Speaking of playful,
Yeah.
his early days on the music scene are pretty legendary.
They are.
I mean, picture this
Okay.
like crashing the stage during breaks and pep sets,
Oh, wow.
armed with an acoustic guitar because nobody trusted him with an electric yet.
I can just imagine him just hammering away at that acoustic,
I know.
that raw energy, that
Yeah.
drive to be heard.
Yeah.
And it's really great, you know? This is a great example of how he took initiative and created his own opportunities.
Totally.
And I think those early shows that he organized at the youth center,
Yeah.
bringing in bands like Peps and Johnny Socks,
Yeah.
those were crucial for him.
Wow.
Not only did they get him noticed,
Right.
but they led to TV appearances
Wow.
and eventually helped him form his own band.
That's awesome.
It is.
And it's clear that those connections,
Oh,
especially with Peps,
for sure.
were so important for him.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Peps practically forced Sonnet Records to sign Khaled's band for their first album.
Isn't that wild? It really sounds like he saw something special in Khaled that sparked
Yeah.
that talent.
Yeah.
And, you know, he knew he deserved a chance.
Right.
And, okay, get this. Their first album was recorded in just 5 hours.
Alt.
I know. 5 hours. I mean, that's crazy.
That's so fast.
So fast.
Wow.
I mean, it suggests a very raw, spontaneous energy.
Yeah.
And you can bet that contributed to that early, gritty sound.
Totally. It makes so much sense.
It does.
It wasn't about overproducing.
No, it's both.
It's about capturing the essence of what they were doing live.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about Callie's songwriting.
Okay.
It's a really interesting blend.
What is?
He pulls from personal experiences, stories that he hears from other people,
Mm-hmm.
and even translates English songs.
And you know what I find fascinating about that is his approach to translating those English songs.
Yeah.
It's not just a one-for-word swap,
Right.
but he actually captures the theme
Yeah.
and adapts it for a Swedish audience. I
Uh,
mean, turning Knocking on Heaven's Door into
Yeah.
a song about a bank robbery.
Right.
I know. That's brilliant.
Wow. It's not just translation.
It's not.
It's almost transformation.
It is.
That takes real skill
Absolutely.
to understand the core of a song
Totally.
and recreate it in a way that resonates with a different culture.
Absolutely. And that creativity isn't limited to his music.
Oh, right.
You have to talk about Kale's mom.
Okay, let's talk about Mom.
It's so heartwarming to hear how she initially pushed him toward a quote-unquote real job, but now she's clearly his biggest fan. She even admitted to dancing to his music.
I love that.
I know.
That's awesome. It's a classic tale of a parent coming around to their kid's dream.
Right, but hold on. We can't forget about the other family business.
Oh, yeah. What was it called?
Mason's post-order service.
Mom's post-order service. His mom's mail-order T-shirt operation.
Oh, you talk about entrepreneurial spirit. We even get the full address. Box 64, 23047 Ukarp.
I love that.
I know.
Imagine if someone listening could track down one of those vintage shirts,
I know.
black with Rock Aurora on the front
Uh-huh.
and Cold Pedal on the back.
I mean, that's a piece of music history right there.
Oh, yeah. That would be amazing.
I know.
Okay, back to the music itself.
Okay.
Kala's new single, Hur är den lilla du.
Right.
Seems like a real turning point for him in the studio.
It does, doesn't it? He's taking more control, even putting producer on his business cards.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's awesome.
You get the sense that he's really finding his voice, not just as a performer,
Yeah,
but as someone who really shapes the sound of his music.
that's right. Oh, and then there's that story about the B-side to his single,
Oh, yeah.
Boeing.
Right, Boeing.
It sounds like something out of a movie.
It does, doesn't
Like
it?
losing the original master tape
Yeah.
and having to come up with a new B-side like on the spot.
Oh, talk about pressure.
I know.
I mean, but they totally rose to the occasion. They
Like,
did. They whipped up this parody disco song
Oh, wow.
in 5 minutes.
What?
I know.
That's crazy.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
It really highlights that improvisational talent that he has.
Totally. And the fact that it became this like surprise hit,
Oh, yeah.
even fooling audiences at a Stockholm disco.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Wild.
It makes you wonder if that experience like influenced his creative process at all.
It's a good thought.
Mm.
I mean, maybe those moments of chaos
Yeah.
and spontaneity are actually a key part of what makes his music so unique.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So with a hit single and a surprise disco hit under his belt,
Uh-huh.
what's next for Kal P Dal?
Well, it sounds like he's got a busy summer ahead of him.
Oh,
He's planning on hitting the folk park circuit again,
okay.
aiming for around 40 shows.
Cool.
It's a little bit less than last year, though.
Oh, why is that?
Well, he mentioned that they kind of overdid it last year and actually ended up losing money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, those high taxes and travel costs really took a bite out of their earnings.
Man, that's tough.
It is, but you know what I think it shows? It shows that he's not just a musician.
Yeah,
He's also a businessman.
totally.
You know, thinking about the logistics
Yeah.
and the finances,
Yeah.
making sure that his career is sustainable.
Right. It's not all about the music.
It's not
You
like...
got to be smart about the business side of things, too.
Absolutely.
Like after the summer tour,
Yeah.
it's back to the studio in the fall to record new material.
Right.
And what's really exciting is that the band is focusing on writing more original songs this time around.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It really suggests that they're feeling more confident
Mhm.
in their own creative abilities.
Yeah.
And they want to move beyond those covers and translations.
It's great to see them coming into their own.
It is. And remember how Kal said he was excited about this shift?
Yeah, he did.
I think we're going to hear a new level of artistry from him in these new songs.
I'm excited.
Me too.
And who knows, maybe we'll even hear some echoes of those spontaneous moments.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Boeing incident woven into the new material.
Could be awesome.
But get this,
Okay.
music isn't the only thing on his plate.
Oh, really?
He's actually dipping his toes into the world of acting.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he landed a role
Wow.
in Marie-Louise Ekman's film,
Okay.
Barn for Judette.
Arnferb Judith. That translates to Children Forbidden.
Yeah,
Pretty intriguing title, wouldn't you say?
it definitely grabs your attention.
It does.
The film is set to release in September or October of '79.
Okay.
So just a few months after this interview.
Wow, that's cool.
I love that he's so open to like trying new things.
Yeah, me too.
He even admits he's not expecting to become like a seasoned actor overnight.
Right, but he seems to approach everything with that same sense of adventure
Totally.
and humility.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
It is, but it's funny. He doesn't seem to know much about the film's plot.
Oh, really?
All he knows is that it explores the relationship between adults and children.
Okay, that's pretty broad.
I know.
Leaves a lot to the imagination.
It does, which makes it even more intriguing.
Totally.
So we've got the Folklore Park Tour,
Right.
the shift toward original songwriting,
Uh-huh.
and a foray into film acting.
Yeah. What else is on Kal's mind as he looks ahead?
Well, the interview kind of wraps up with him sharing some of his hopes for the future.
Okay.
You know, he talks about like practical goals
Mm-hmm.
and just like the exciting unknowns that lie ahead.
Yeah.
What really struck me was his focus on making the Folk Park Tour financially viable this time around.
Yeah, he's definitely learned from past experience.
He has.
And then, of course, he's all about writing and recording new material in the fall.
Yeah.
You know, writing that wave of creative momentum.
Totally.
It sounds like he's found a great balance between, like, planning for the future and embracing the unpredictable nature of a creative career.
It's a good balance to have.
It is. You know what stands out to me most about Kal?
Futsa.
It's his genuine enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah.
It just comes through in
Yeah.
every story he tells,
Yeah.
every song he writes.
It's great.
It is, and let's be honest, that Danish moped origin story,
Oh, yeah.
pure gold.
I know.
It perfectly sets the stage for the journey we've been on with him.
It really does.
So we've delved into his music, his influences, his personality, and even his mom's t-shirt side hustle.
I know. It's been a great deep dive.
It has. What do you think is the big takeaway for our listener?
To me, it's about more than just discovering a Swedish rock musician from the 70s.
Right.
It's about recognizing the power of like following your passion.
Yeah.
It's about hard work, a bit of luck, and staying true to yourself.
Well said.
Thank you.
But before we wrap up our deep dive,
What?
I have one final thought I'd like to leave our listener with. Think about this Calais' success with those spontaneous moments.
Yeah.
Like the Boeing story
Right.
could hint at a larger pattern in his music.
Hmm. That's a cool thought.
Yeah.
It does seem like those moments of chaos and improvisation
Yeah.
really bring out his
Well,
best.
totally.
It makes you wonder if that's a key ingredient
Hmm.
in his creative process.
Absolutely. He seems to thrive on the unexpected,
Yeah.
whether it's jumping on stage with peps
Or-
or whipping up a song in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Those are the moments where his unique talent shines through.
So as we leave Cali in 1979,
Yeah.
he's on the verge of something new and exciting.
He is.
He's got momentum,
Uh-huh.
a clear vision for his music,
Yeah.
and a willingness to experiment and embrace the unexpected.
It's inspiring.
It is. It really makes you want to dig into his music
Yeah.
and hear it for yourself.
And as you listen, think about what we've discussed.
Right.
Can you hear the influence of those translated themes?
Yeah.
The blend of personal stories and borrowed tales?
It's fascinating.
It is. That's part of what makes Kal P so unique.
And who knows, maybe you'll even come across
Yeah.
one of those vintage Mossans postered or service t-shirts.
What a find that would be.
I know, but even without the t-shirt,
Right.
the real treasure is the music.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, that's our deep dive into the world of Kal P.
It's been fun.
It has. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep listening, and keep an ear out for those unexpected moments of brilliance.
You never know where they might lead you.